at spotskincancer.org. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Name a part of Steve Harvey's body that's probably very smooth.
His head.
Your mustache.
I'm going to say your bottom.
Weeknights at 7 on AZTV 7, Cable 13. Watch Seinfeld, weeknights at 9 on AZTV 7, Cable 13.
Take 4 teenage chefs. Mix in 2 challenging courses. Stir in 1 spicy referee.
1-point penalty, yellow team. Bare hand contact.
Put it in, just put it in, hurry!
You have the recipe for the world's ultimate cooking competition. With less than 1 day of crash training camp coaching, 2 teams of inexperienced teen chefs must demonstrate true gridiron grit as they go head-to-head to impress our panel of expert judges with their culinary skills and kitchen creativity. Will the result be a touchdown of taste?
You win.
You win! Or a fumble of failure?
You think this is funny? Welcome to FoodBall. I'm David Dickinson, and you are about to witness the unpredictable collision of somewhat clueless teams with culinary cuisine. As 2 teams of teenage chefs vie for fabulous prizes, team bragging rights, and a chance to win the coveted FoodBall Championship trophy. But first, say hello to our battlefield reporter, Kimberly.
Hey, I'm Kimberly Hoff, and I'll be calling all the play-by-play action as it occurs right here from the kitchen gridiron battlefield. David.
Thanks, Kimberly. And now let's meet our panel of expert judges for today's game. First, we have Gabriel Garfio. He is executive chef and owner of the Sunnyside Breakfast Lounge in Mesa, Arizona.
Thanks, David.
Next, we have Haley Gibbons. She is owner and creator of Help from Haley Gourmet Cooking Sauces.
Thank you, David.
And finally, we have our resident head judge and food guru, John Paul Hutchins. And he has 25 years of experience in culinary education and is a member of the Arizona Culinary Hall of Fame.
David.
Judges, you all have your score paddles in front of you? Great. All right, then. Let's bring out our teams. Welcome, players. Judges, let's meet our teams. First, we have Albert and Brixton, Team Red.
My name's Albert Hernandez. I'm 16. I'm a junior at Red Mountain High School. At school, I play strong safety. I like to crush my opponents on the football field. I'm also a sprinter. I like to sprint 100 and 200 meter. But my favorite hobby of all is to do archery. And I want to hunt some big game. I'm in this competition because when I compete, I'm in it to win it. But I also want to do it for the ladies.
My name is Brixton Report. I'm 17 and I'm a senior at McClintock High School. That was it, right? At school last year, my friend and I joined the hip hop club, not only to dance better, but to impress the ladies at school dances. The reason I joined FoodBall was to express my wacky personality, and quite honestly, I had nothing better to do.
T-Red rocks! Great. And now let's meet Gabriella and Josh, Team Yellow.
My name is Gabriela Del Rio. I'm 16 years old and I'm a junior at Desert Ridge High School. Some of the things I love to do are just play guitar, write poetry, and most importantly, act. So basically where I can express myself creatively, anything in the arts, I guess you can say. I wanted to be on FoodBall because it lets me use my artistic creativity in the kitchen.
My name is Joshua Greenwood. I'm 16, I'm a junior, and I'm homeschooled. What I really enjoy doing is acting and anything theater related. My favorite role is probably playing a Wickersham in the Dr. Seuss play Seussical. You might have to Google that one. So I'd like to say I wanted to be on FoodBall to express my culinary expertise, but I'd be lying. It was really for the fame and fortune. Goeth, Team Yellow. If.
Pray tell goeth.
Players, let's go over the rules. Each team will prepare 2 courses for our judges' scores. Each course will be judged on taste, presentation, and creativity. The team with the highest combined score at the end of the competition will be named today's winner. Your first course is the appetizer. Today's appetizer is spinach salad with sweet garlic dressing. You will have 20 minutes to complete this course. Our own Chef Ref Ian will be watching you like a hawk to make sure you use proper cooking technique and accepted kitchen etiquette, or you will be penalized and you will lose points. Now, recognizing that you're all novice chefs and at some point may get stuck, each team will be allowed one and only one 60-second audible during today's game, where you may elicit valuable verbal advice from our resident head judge, John Paul Hutchins. We've placed an audible bell on each of your prep tables, so if you need help, ring the bell. And Judge John Paul will come to you, but remember, you only get one 60-second audible, so use it wisely. Next, at entirely random times during the competition, that sound designates a team scramble where you will have 5 seconds to quickly switch cooking stations with your teammate or face a costly delay of game penalty. And finally, just to spice things up a little bit more, we have the FoodBall training table. Before you begin each course, you must select a nutritious kicker from the training table. The kickers are mystery ingredients, not included in your main menu. You must incorporate this kicker into your dish in a unique and creative way that will impress our judges, as this will be an important factor in your team's final scores. Now, just before the start of today's game, Chef Ref Ian did a coin toss with you, and Team Red, you were the winner. That means you get to draft your kicker first. So, which will it be? Kicker number 1 or kicker number 2?
Kicker number 2.
They choose kicker number 2. Kimberly, show us Team Red's kicker. Pitted dates. Team Red, you have drafted pitted dates. Now, you can take a safety and keep the dates, or you can punt the dates to Team Yellow. What do you want to do?
We take the safety.
Team Red takes the safety and keeps the dates. That means Team Yellow, your kicker is on platter number 1. Kimberly, show us Team Yellow's kicker. Shallots. All right, good luck to both teams. Let the games begin. Right now.
We dare you to get to Golfland Sunsplash this week. In fact, we double dare you. Now, the home of Revolution, Storm Rider, Thunder Falls, and over 30 rides and attractions is taking the adrenaline level to 6, as in a 6-story free fall that'll keep you coming back for more. Get your season pass today at golfland.com and check out Arizona's only double dare, plus so much more at Golfland Sunsplash on US 60 in Mesa with free parking.
Get your splash on!
Thoroughbred Chevrolet sells thousands of new and quality used vehicles every year with more for your trade. We'll buy your trade even if you don't buy one of ours. We'll do service, maintenance, and collision repairs for most important domestic makes and models. Upfront competitive pricing, quality repairs backed by warranties, and a team of hundreds of employees focused on the complete satisfaction of our over 300,000 satisfied customers, which makes Thoroughbred Chevrolet Arizona's largest Chevrolet location.
Honoring the sacrifice of our nation's heroes is a privilege that should be shared by every American. Over 1 million dependents have had someone killed or disabled while defending your freedoms in Iraq and Afghanistan. The Folds of Honor Foundation provides scholarships to the dependents of these heroes. With your support, we can honor and empower the families of those who have defended our freedom.
Thank you so much for your generosity.
Thank you.
Thank you, Folds of Honor.
radio this morning, I heard something I never heard.
This is the Morning Beat on the Pulse.
Everybody was joking, playing, there was news.
In the morning.
While I was driving in my car, Stephen Jonathan make my funny bone tinkle. When I wake up, I do the Morning Beat wiggle.
Now set your clock for 6 a.m.
Team Red takes the safety and keeps the dates. That means Team Yellow, your kicker is on platter number 1. Kimberly, show us Team Yellow's kicker. Shallots. All right, good luck to both teams. Let the games begin. Right now.
Team Red, you're over near us.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay.
Stay behind.
That's okay. There you go. There you go.
I don't know why the producers wanted me to be on this show, because I really can't cook. I'm more of a bowl of cereal type of guy.
Behind.
But it's probably for my good looks.
So I started out by grabbing the shallots, which were our kicker for our appetizer. And you know, when I'm acting, no matter how many times I've gone over a performance or gone through the practice scene and everything, I still get those butterflies in the bottom of my stomach. And I have to admit, right now I have those. But me and Gabby have gone over the game plan, and I think we'll have a good shot at getting our appetizer out on time.
We are off to a fast start in this kitchen battlefield today, and round 1 is underway. I have with me here the culinary zebra, aka our kitchen cop, Chef Ref Ian, who is keeping a watchful eye over both our teams. Tell us what you're looking for.
What I'm going to be looking for is to make sure that they're using their cut gloves. We have major and minor infractions. That would be one of the major infractions, just because they could cut themselves, and I don't want to take anybody to the hospital. Along with that, we could have cross-contamination. The bigger things like that are going to be the 3-point deduction. Also, we have our minor infractions. Those are going to be a 1-point deduction. Those are going to be smaller things, like touching their face, not washing their hands properly, working messy, taking something from the pantry and leaving it a messy area. Just the smaller things like that.
Okay, well, let's hope everyone keeps their fingers today.
Our appetizer is a basic spinach green salad, but we don't want to serve just spinach on a plate. So the first thing I got to do is go to the pantry, get some bowls, then immediately start washing and de-stemming the spinach. So what I'm basically doing right now is just stemming the spinach and making sure you don't want to eat any of these sticks for the judges.
Behind.
After I do that, I have to cut up the onion, dice it up real nice, and then I have to get right into cutting up the bell peppers.
Teams, you have 15 minutes left. 15 minutes left on the clock.
When I take on any job, I try to plan everything very well so that I don't make any silly mistakes. And that's what I've done with today's appetizers. The way I decided to divide up today's duties is that I'm going to cut up all the vegetables first while I assign Brixton to do the salad dressing. I figure that he'll do the least amount of harm there.
I'm really glad that Albert put me on the salad dressing. He must have a lot of confidence in me. I never really made salad dressing before, but I have a feeling it's going to turn out killer.
So Judge Haley, we've just gone past the 15-minute mark. Team Red's already put some spinach into their plate. Don't they want to dress it first?
You know, I really would want it dressed first, so that concerns me that we have it in the plates already dry, is what we would call it. And I'd rather see that with the other ingredients and tossed, and then you can layer more ingredients on top of that. But right now, this isn't exciting me.
I'm not opposed to their approach, though, Haley, because if you think about a traditional Cobb salad, the romaine underneath the bed of ingredients isn't tossed in the dressing. As long as you put a good amount of dressing, it's a nice drizzle, it's well spread apart. I mean, you using the fork does the job of tossing the salad.
But when you have a salad, the really exciting part is the energy getting in the toss and everything.
1-point penalty, red team, illegal backwards pass. I'm really disappointed I got the illegal backward pass penalty. That was a complete lack of discipline.
Teams, you have just 10 minutes. 10 minutes left.
So while Gabriella was cutting up the red peppers and the onions for the salad and working on the vegetables, I went over to the pantry to get the oil, the garlic, the vinegar, the sugar, all that good stuff for the dressing, which I've never made before. So I feel like I've just got to make sure I've got enough for all the salads, though I'm not quite sure how it'll taste.
Salt and pepper. Which, yes. If I could find it. There we go. Thank you. I've got all my ingredients ready for the salad dressing to put in the blender. I decided to put apple cider vinegar in with it too because I never really tried apple cider vinegar, but it sounds really gnarly.
Scramble! 3, 2, 1. Play on.
The team scramble really threw us off. I was in a zone. I was de-stemming the spinach, I was ready to prepare the vegetables, and then I have to switch with Josh in the salad dressing. I don't know where he's at, he doesn't know where I'm at. I really hope this doesn't create a problem for us.
When I heard about the team scramble initially, it didn't seem that hard. But now that we've had one, it completely threw us off. I'm now gone from the salad dressing to cutting up the vegetables for the salad. And I considered roasting the bell peppers, but when I looked at the clock,
just 5 minutes left on the clock.
There was not enough time for that, so I decided to slice them up and throw them in with the rest of the vegetables.
Guys, you have just under 3 minutes.
I'm pleased with how everything is going. Everything's going with precision. I'm just worried about Brixton and the salad dressing. I just hope that's not our downfall.
Albert seems really uptight. He's been spending a lot of time trying to make everything look perfect. I told him, dude, just chill.
One-point penalty, red team. Illegal backwards pass.
Dude, just chill.
When you're on the go, take FoodBall with you on your favorite mobile device. And make sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Join the FoodBall conversation and let us know what's cooking on your mind.
Experience the difference at Coulter Tempe GMC Buick. With Coulter's live market pricing, you'll know for certain that you're buying at the most aggressive, low market price. We're online just like you, and we monitor multiple auto and competitor sites daily to always offer the lowest live market price. And with Coulter Concierge Service, you'll enjoy exclusive complimentary amenities long after the sale. Experience the difference at Coulter Tempe GMC Buick, just off the 10 in the Tempe Autoplex.
Family Feud, weeknights at 7 on AZTV.
Scottsdale Healthcare and John C. Lincoln Health Network are now Honor Health. Together, we're making healthy more personal and easier. We honor care that's centered around you with an entire network of experts focused on what makes you tick. We honor being your partner and helping you put yourself and your wellness at the top of your priorities. Because above all else, we honor you. Find out more at honorhealth.com.
Rachel Ray, weekday mornings at 10 on AZTV 7, Cable 13.
Beautiful, beautiful salads.
Team Yellow, Team Red's almost ready with their plates. Are you?
No, chef. At this point in time, I fully thought we'd be strolling into the end zone with our appetizer, but it's more like hurry-up offense. I looked over at the other team's dishes, and it looked great. They were on top of it, everything was on point, and I looked at ours, and it was a disaster. We were behind, nothing was plated right, and I just hope we're not going to get sacked.
Teams, this is your 2-minute warning. 2 minutes.
Well, you just heard David. Just under 2 minutes left to go in this first round of competition, and it smells divine in here. Both two different approaches to the salad, though, so I have no idea what the judges are going to favor. Although I do know one thing, both teams worked extra efficiently in this round, and they really adopted the concept, smarter, not harder in the kitchen. Who will come out on top? I have no idea.
There's less than 2 minutes to go. My heart is racing. I look over at the red team, and they look as cool as cucumbers. Their appetizer looks presentable, and ours isn't even ready yet. I just don't think that we're going to get everything done in time.
20 seconds.
I don't know how the time slipped away from me. I usually have everything under control. There's only seconds left, and I don't think I have enough time to put all the salad dressing on the salad.
Teams, you have just 10 seconds left.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your time is up. Please step back.
It tastes better than it looks.
Yeah.
Team Red, tell us about your appetizer.
All right, for the spinach salad, we try to incorporate a lot of different foods in there. We tried putting the dates around it and roasting the red pepper and trying to put it on the top. We have some onions in there and
Parmesan sprinkled on top.
and some almonds, you know, to give it a little country flavor as well. And that dressing, you know, try to make it sweet. You know, it's kind of a little different taste than I've had, and it's pretty good. We think so.
Yeah.
Judge Gabe.
Now, the dressing was a sweet garlic dressing, and your kicker is a date. Now, dates are sweet, so I would have liked to see some more incorporation of the date in your dressing, because then that could have added the sugar component without you having to add the granulated sugar to your dressing. So you took the time, and I noticed one of the first things you did was put the red bell pepper on the stove. So you're taking a raw ingredient and you're applying heat to it. You're changing it, right? You're trying to get different flavors out of it, smoky textures, flavors, all that. But you didn't do anything with the date. So always pay attention to what your kicker is first for the next round, and do different techniques to that rather than just any other ingredient you're ready to use.
Yes, chef.
Judge Haley.
Okay. I think my plate was just visually very pretty. It was very balanced. I enjoyed looking at it. The dressing, had it been tossed, I would have been able to enjoy it better. It was hard for me to find the dressing on the spinach leaves. So I think you're on the field, you're playing the game, and with practice and time, you'll be there.
As long as you're there by the next course. All right. So, a couple of things. This isn't a fork and knife salad. This is a fork salad. So when you have bite-sized things, you have to imagine everything has to go on a fork. So something like this becomes really awkward to eat. All right, so everything should fit in my mouth. And then if you were serving this to a guest, you'd see a bowl of almonds come back, because I'd have to eat them with my fingers because there's no way I'm gonna get that almond. So I would have rather have seen the almonds crushed or maybe chopped up and thrown on, so as I was eating it, I could get everything in there. The amount of dressing, again, when you're doing a tossed salad, it's actually a tossed salad. You toss it with the dressing and you coat everything. It doesn't have to be drenched, but everything has to be flavored with the dressing. So it was my third or fourth mouthful before I actually got dressing. So I was eating basically spinach out of a bag. So think about that as you approach your next dish, because you have some sauces and some other things going on in there. Make sure that there's flavor through everything.
Yes, chef.
All right. Thank you, Team Red.
I don't disagree with the judges about the amount of salad dressing. I just didn't put enough.
Yeah, but they did say my salad dressing tasted awesome.
It was my mistake. I spent too much time trying to make the salad look pretty. I won't make the same mistake in the second half.
Judges, it's time to reveal your scores. Judge Gabe.
You utilized your kicker much better for the second round, and I think what happened here was I ended up getting some more dressing on my salad, but because of it, I'm scoring high, 7.
Judge Haley.
I didn't get hardly any dressing. I'm scoring a 5.
Judge John Paul.
I disagree with Gabe. I think the kicker, you basically took him out of a container and put him on a plate. You really didn't do anything with him. So I didn't see any use of the kicker, not even creativity. I had no dressing, and if there's supposed to be bell peppers on the salad, there wasn't enough, and it wasn't prepared properly, so I'm giving you a 3.
Team Red. Your combined judges' score is 15. Subtracting your 2 penalty points, your first half total score is 13 out of a total possible 30 points.
I accept the scores.
But dude, that 3 was pretty harsh.
We accept the scores.
Team Yellow, tell us about your appetizer.
We have a spinach salad with a sweet garlic dressing, and then we incorporated all of our ingredients to be smaller so that you don't have to cut it. It's a fork salad, not a fork and knife salad, so it's easy just to get a spoon or a forkful and eat it. And we use the kicker item in the dressing to give it a bit more flavor, along with some additional spices that we got off the racks.
We also really wanted to take the time to just be able to stem each spinach but piece by piece, so you guys wouldn't have to eat the roots of anything. I personally don't like to do that, so.
Judge Haley.
I think one of the things that you could have done to make this maybe a little bit nicer for you is that you did toss your salad with your dressing, but then putting that in your bowls and then layering it with some of the other ingredients so it would have been more unified. And then also we wouldn't have such a discrepancy between us as far as the dressing went. I liked the dressing. I just think you could have made it a little less bathed in the dressing.
Judge John Paul.
I got a lot of dressing. And it's like I've got like a pool of dressing in the bottom of here. And that's a shame because you went through the effort to do what you did with the spinach. You didn't roast the pepper. And that adds a tremendous amount of flavor to this particular salad. It would kind of pair it up with the bacon because the bacon's kind of deep and rich, and so you need something to kind of connect the lettuce to the bacon, and that would have been the peppers. I appreciate your use of the kicker, but I would show it off too. I mean, you have chunks of red onion in here. It would have been nice to see like just thin rings of shallots just sprinkled across the top. I think that would have been so pretty, and it would have been a kind of a double use of the kicker. But that said, I agree. The salad, the dressing's delicious. Just way too much of it. It's more of a dip.
Judge Gabe.
I can't agree with you, John Paul, on your comment that the salad, the dressing's delicious. I feel like it's very single tone. I'm not getting multiple flavors on this one. With the amount of dressing I still have on my plate just by doing this tilt right here, I could probably dress another salad, but I'm guessing John Paul could feed a whole banquet full of people with his.
You could make a lot of people happy with this.
And I almost forgot your kicker was shallots. I thought the kicker was red onion with the amount I'm seeing on this plate. I'm sorry, Team Yellow.
Team Yellow, thank you.
I definitely agree with the judges that the dressing overall was good, but I also do take the blame for how much there was. So there was definitely too much. My thought process was that it's better to have too much than not at all, because not only is that a main component of the salad, but it also has our kicker, which was the shallots.
And maybe since the shallots are in part of the onion family and we also had red onions on there, that it just could have been too much onion for the judges.
Judges, it's time to reveal your scores. Judge Haley.
Hey, you're new to the field, you're learning, you're training, you're practicing, and I enjoyed your flavors. I give you a 6.
Judge John Paul.
I'm gonna go 4.
Judge Gabe.
I felt the salad was just missing a lot of components. That really is what makes a salad. And for both teams, please, the kickers are here for a reason. Let's get creative with them. Let's incorporate them in the right way other than just throwing them on a plate. 2.
Team Yellow, you have a combined judges' score of 12. You had no penalty points in the first half. Good job. Your first half total score is 12.
A 12, I can live with. I agree with Judge Haley's score of a 6, but a 2
That's pretty harsh.
I guess I'll have to make it back in the second half with a better time management and overall communication and really blow away the red team.
The first half is in the books, with Team Red leading Team Yellow by 1 point. Kimberly, the judges said the teams have a lot to learn.
Well, we'll find out if they went to school at halftime.
Right after this.
For our troops and their families, the military is more than a career. It's a journey, and every step along the way, the USO is there.
It's an experience that soldier will never forget. That's what the USO does.
From the time they join to the time they transition out of the military, the USO is there, offering programs and support along the way.
It's way more than a free phone call for us. It's that opportunity to stay mom, and the USO makes it all possible.
Be a part of their journey. Donate today at USO.org.
Hillside Animal Hospital. We are a full-service animal hospital. We do everything from vaccines to advanced surgeries. We have 2 doctors. We have a great staff that's been with us for a long period of time.
I've been coming here basically since they opened their doors, so that's almost 12 years, and I love it.
We have ultrasound, we have digital x-ray, we have endoscopy. If your dog swallows something, we can go down with our camera and grab it right out of their stomach and not have to do surgery. We can do minimally invasive laparoscopic surgery. So we're actually using small cameras to go inside of the body.
We were able to bring in our kitten for a laparoscopic spay procedure, which meant that she had a smaller incision and significantly speedier healing time.
The difference between seeing an animal had laparoscopic surgery versus traditional surgery is huge. We have a customized wellness plan for your animal. Our goal with the wellness plan is to catch everything early. The wellness plan allows you to break up the payments over a year, which makes it more affordable. Not only is it more affordable for you to treat them early, but it's also much better for our pets. We do quite a few stem cell cases. We've done over 40 cases.
So Boom was one of the early stem cell patients at Hillside, having a lot of difficulty with arthritis, and has really increased his mobility since the stem cell, probably 5-fold from where he was.
The outcomes have been wonderful. We've had a really high success rate. The clients have really loved it. They really feel like their dogs do much better. We can see the difference.
They're just very caring, very thorough. I would definitely recommend Hillside Animal Hospital to anybody with a pet.
At the end of the first half, we have a very close game, with Team Red in the lead, 13-12. So it's all going to come down to the second half. Your second half course is the entree. Today's entree is flat iron steaks with horseradish cream, sautéed green beans, and herb roasted potatoes. You will have 45 minutes to complete and plate your final course. But first, you must choose your second half kicker. Now, Team Red, you had first choice in the first half. That means Team Yellow, you get first choice in the second. So, which will it be? Kicker number 1 or kicker number 2?
Kicker number 1.
They choose kicker number 1. Kimberly, show us Team Yellow's kicker.
Ready?
Team Yellow, you have drafted almonds. Now, you can take a safety and keep the almonds, or you can punt the almonds to Team Red. What do you want to do?
We will take the safety.
Team Yellow takes the safety and keeps the almonds. That means Team Red, your kicker is on platter number 2. Kimberly, show us Team Red's kicker. Lima beans. All right, teams, this is for the win. May the best team be the victor. Let the games begin. really am impressed with the players. I mean, they seem to have listened to everything you taught them in chef school.
Well, and everything, all the advice that we gave them after their first plating.
They're really listening.
I'm gonna start on the green beans right away and get them cooking in the water there. And then while they're cooking, I'm gonna work on the potatoes. So the first half didn't go so well for me and Gabby, but we had a halftime talk, and we've got a good game plan now. So I'm gonna start by taking the green beans, cutting them up, throwing them in boiling water, getting them to cook. While those are doing that, I'm gonna get the potatoes ready by getting olive oil, pepper, salt, paprika, garlic, all that into a mix, and then put all the potatoes in there so they can just soak up all that flavor, and then when we cook them, they'll have the great flavor and be what the judges are looking for.
We got our butts kicked in the first half. I won't let that happen in the second half. As an archer, when I take aim at the target, I expect to hit the bullseye. I got Brixton working on the potatoes, and I basically have everything else. I'm gonna start off by boiling the asparagus, and I'm gonna work my way onto the steak. I'm getting excited for my steak marinade. I'm making it with paprika, salt, pepper, olive oil, and some lemon juice.
In theater, when I'm on stage, I normally get a good feeling when I nail a performance, and I've got that feeling right now. I think we're gonna nail this meal. So the first thing I need to do is go back to the pantry, get everything I need to marinate the steak. Now that's gonna be some olive oil, some crushed red pepper, paprika, salt, any type of seasoning I can. And after that, while that's marinating, I'm gonna get started on the horseradish dip.
Teams, you have 30 minutes left on the clock. 30 minutes.
Albert put me in charge of the potatoes in the second half. They're called fingerling potatoes. They're really weird. They're different shapes, color, and sizes. My job was to cut the potatoes and put them in the boiling water.
Don't forget about that audible you guys have.
You have an audible. Team Red needs your help.
Guys, what's going on?
For the potatoes, should I not use the ends? Should I use the ends?
Definitely use the ends. Those are going to be the crispy, delicious parts.
And then even sizes would be better, right?
You know what? Those will be fine.
Okay.
I would toss them in some oil, maybe some garlic.
How much oil do you think?
Enough to coat it, but what I would do is I would take that oil, I would use olive oil, so it has more flavor, put it in a blender.
Okay.
And then put everything you want in the blender. Put the garlic in the blender, the salt, the pepper, and puree it up. And then throw it on top of there.
Judge John Paul, you have 30 seconds.
And then I have a question. How would you make them more, like, flavorful? Because I've made them before and they're kind of dry.
These?
Yes.
More oil.
More oil.
So use the olive oil, the extra virgin olive oil. So what are you going to do with this?
I'm replacing it with the green beans.
Okay, so what do you...
Judge John Paul, you have 10.
You have half an hour.
8,
Are those going to be okay
7,
to eat in half an hour?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your audible is over.
All right.
I need any help I could get.
I can't believe we wasted an audible on Brixton. He couldn't cut potatoes. How hard could that be?
Dude, just chill.
Teams, you're halfway through your cook. You have under 20 minutes left.
All right, I think my biggest concern with Team Red is actually their kicker, the lima beans. Because here in this dish, we're utilizing familiar ingredients. We have the asparagus, we have the steak, we have fingerling potatoes. You know, common ingredients in cooking. The lima beans might throw them off a little, but you know what? They're making strides, they're tasting as they go, because that's important. So I think if they get the seasonings right, you know, if they make a visually appeasing plate, I really think that the judges will be blown away and, you know, be impressed with some of the yards that they may have gained from the first round till now.
I can't believe what just happened. I was putting relish in the sour cream to make the horseradish. The bowls were right next to each other, and I accidentally put relish in the steak marinade. I'm afraid I may have just ruined the steaks.
Okay, so having gone to culinary school yourself, can you relate to these kids being in their shoes at one point? Just learning everything?
Yeah, when I was like 12, but...
We think you knowing the most aggressive price and offer available on a new Infiniti is a good thing. At Coulter Infiniti, holding the keys to luxury is your key to preferred pricing. We call it Coulter Concierge Preferred Pricing. We're online just like you, monitoring multiple auto and competitive sites in real time to ensure that you receive the best market price on every Infiniti every day. Concierge Preferred Pricing, exclusively at Coulter Infiniti, holding the keys to luxury in Mesa.
Do you believe
believe it? The kids are off to college. Well, be sure to send them off with a Kiss. A Kiss mattress, that is. The perfect mattress for any student at an affordable price. Made right here in Phoenix, Arizona. Foodballers, family, and friends take an additional $75 off by visiting kissmattress.com and entering the code FoodBall. Kiss, the perfect mattress.
Need to get a meal on the table? Make it everyday easy, dinner party good. Use Help from Haley cooking sauces. You can make dinner in 25 minutes or less using one of Haley's 5 sauces made from only the finest ingredients. Just pair them with chicken, beef, pork, or fish, then grill, bake, simmer, or slow cook. Try chipotle agave, lemon caper, mushroom marsala, herbed white wine, and tequila lime. Order online at helpfromhaley.com.
This is where Peyton and Eli came out to play. This is where Cam played.
Up this driveway is where JJ played.
This is the park where Johnny Unitas played.
And this is where Jim Kelly
and Dan Marino and Victor Cruz all played. Can you come out to play?
Every kid's got to play. 60 minutes a day, every day. NFL plays 60.
Teams, you have just 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left in the cook.
Hey guys, I really like my steak medium rare.
Medium rare? Thanks, Chef. Sorry.
Audible. Audible. Judge John Paul, Team Yellow needs your help.
So
What's going on?
how do you cut up an almond? How would you recommend?
Behind. Just put it on your board, use the bigger knife, and just go right across it.
So just...
It's that easy. The other thing you can do is you can put them in that machine right there and just press the button a couple times.
I just didn't know, like, we should have done it like the garlic. We're going to
Behind?
put it with the green beans as like a presentation. And
I love it. I love it. If you wanted to take the almonds after you chop them up and saute them a bit in the butter and brown them slightly, and then put that off the side and then throw the green beans in, that'd be fantastic. Now I'm going to tell you, I'm afraid of your steaks.
Afraid of steaks?
Because you just put your potatoes in, they're going to take
Right, they're going to be taking way longer than the steaks.
I would get these guys
off and kind of reheat them.
Put them on a sheet pan, and then at the last minute, just throw them back in the oven.
Judge John Paul, you're down to 15 seconds.
A little bit of salt. All right, so salt and pepper in there. But how do you like it?
Judge
Try
John
it?
Paul.
No, not yet.
Try
You have
everything.
10 seconds.
All right.
9.
Top of the knife.
8.
Saute in butter till they
7,
start to brown.
6,
Pull it off to the side and at the end,
5,
finish the green beans in them.
4,
Right?
3, 2, 1.
Time's running out, but I feel really proud about how I timed out the cook. I'm very unsatisfied about how the plates look, but I feel like they're going to taste great.
Teams, this is your final 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
I don't really know much about cooking, but I think we're cooking everything way too long. I think everything's gonna turn out way too dry.
I'm smelling smoke, and I spin around to see that our almonds are completely black.
Oh man, it's like black in the bottom of that pan.
The initial plan was to use them, grill them up on the pan with the bacon fat, and then throw them in with the green beans and the bacon to give it that nice crunch. But at this point, it's looking like our kicker is going to be a complete loss and just destroy our score and creativity.
You're allowed to make mistakes. Let's just keep moving.
Not with the kicker.
We'll figure it out.
That kicker just kicked him in the face.
So the steaks are off the grill, the potatoes are almost done, and now I've got to start frying up the bacon, getting it nice and crispy so I can crumble it up in with the green beans. And then after that, it's on to toasting the almonds.
Teams, this is your 2-minute warning. 2 minutes.
1.
Guys, 2-minute warning!
Leon.
Just under 2 minutes left on the clock in the final round of competition. And you know what? The yellow team was quick to the gate, got out, started really, really strong, but had a slight fumble when they burnt their kicker. Big mishap. The red team might be able to kick it up a notch with their flavor and really knock the socks off of our judges, but I am not sure who's going to win because right now they have 1 minute left now. There is steak that is still on a cutting board, not anywhere near the bowls. I don't know. It's too close to call for me, so thank goodness I'm not the judges because I would not be able to make the call.
This is it, 30 seconds!
Keep working it!
Go, 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 go!
It was time to get the potatoes out of the oven. And as I reached in, I realized I didn't have my cut glove on, so my hand was burning. But for the sake of the potatoes and for the team, I held on until I could put them on the stove.
Of course, I burned the potatoes. We can't afford any more mistakes.
To my surprise, Gabby has put the burnt almonds on the plate. And we've got to get them out of there because we cannot serve them burnt almonds.
Teams, you have 10 seconds. 9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time is up. Please step back.
Yeah.
Hey FoodBallers! Try for yourself the delicious recipes you saw in today's episode or any of the recipes on any of our shows this season. It's fun and so easy. Just go to foodballtvshow.com and select the Recipes tab at the top of the page. There you'll find all kinds of healthy, absolutely scrumptious recipes and easy to follow step-by-step detail. And while you're there, be sure to check out all the other cool features on our website. That's foodballtvshow.com. Bon appetit!
What if you could do more with the space you have? What if your space could be more than just functional? What if it could be inspiring? Coco Milano specializes in a European tradition of rich colors, heirloom quality pieces of furniture, accessories, and fabulous fabrics and paints. At Coco Milano's, we look for things that are both classic and different. Visit our website at www.cocomalanos.com or call us to set up a consultation with a designer today.
Your life is made up of moments. Countless moments strung together to tell your story. Some shine. Some sparkle. Some moments take you by surprise. And others you've been dreaming of for your entire life. Some moments take time. And some take your breath away. I'm Savannah Lee, a wedding photographer in Phoenix, Arizona. No matter what your moment, I would love to help make it last a lifetime. Visit us on Facebook or at savannahleeimagery.com.
Celebrity Name Game, weeknights at 8 and 8:30 on AZTV7 Cable 13.
Teams, that was a really fun cook to watch. You did a great job. Team Yellow, tell us about your entree.
So for this dish, we have our marinated steak with our horseradish sauce and its own kind of dish to separate it from the rest of the meal. And then on the side, we have our herb roasted potatoes with our green beans, and it's got bacon in it. And then it's got our kicker, which is our almonds, which we roasted and intermixed with the other vegetables.
A little fact about the steak is that I mistakenly marinated it with the horseradish cream, so I just hope that eventually I whisked that away, soaked it, and then again grilled it, but I just think that'll add a little twist to the steak.
Judge Jean-Paul.
I thought it was great. I mean, the doneness on the meat was good. The flavor of the marinade was great. The horseradish sauce perfectly complemented it. Cold green beans were overcooked too. But the bacon and the almonds, fantastic. I'm almost overlooking the quality of the green beans because the garnish is really good. Potatoes, I like them cut just in half because I think you can get more flavor into the potato that way because the skin's kind of a barrier that prevents things from going into a potato. But with that said, it still tastes wonderful. I would have rather have seen the steak and the sauce on the plate because the plate is the feature, and then put your veg and starch in the boat if that's what you want to do. But I don't even think you needed this, to tell you the truth. I mean, this would have been wonderful, beautiful, nice textures and colors.
Judge Gabe.
I don't know. I felt like the boat kind of needed to be in there to separate from some of the burnt spices that are all over these potatoes. And that could have just been that the potatoes were either too long or the oven was too hot. But if that's the case, then you should have pre-cooked the potato a little bit. Then, like John Paul said, cut it, and then add the spices and the oil to it then, and then go for a roast. Because all I'm getting is burnt flavor on these. And you did burn the almonds first, and I think you came back strong with the second try on the almonds. But you did still leave some on the plate from the first batch.
Judge Haley.
I just have to applaud you. You had a lot of obstacles coming your way, and you bounced back on all of them and did a fantastic job. Some of the things that you didn't do great, you wouldn't have known. And that's how you learn from those things. For instance, you know, the green beans, I'm not sure. You knew to shock them, and I was so proud of you for doing that. But you kind of let time get away from you or something along those lines, and you forgot to get them hot again. And the dish should have been hot with the rest of this meal. The steak, I thought you did a really good job with it. What you may not have known is to cut it maybe a little bit thinner on the bias, and then against the grain would have made it more tender to the mouth. But I'm just really, really proud of you, and I think you did great, and I love the seasonings on the potatoes. I think you did great.
Team Yellow, thank you.
Communication and teamwork, much improved.
Looks like Team Yellow's making a big comeback.
Judges, it's time to reveal your scores. Judge Haley.
7.
Judge John Paul.
7.
Judge Gabe.
Overall, the dish was great, but I did see a lot of burn on it. 6.
Team Yellow, once again, you had no penalties in the second half. Well done. Your combined judges' score is 20. Added to your first half score of 12, your final score is 32.
You know, for two people who have never met each other and worked together with an open line of communication and a willingness to work hard, I think we could really come back and we could win.
I normally like to lead and take charge, but it turns out I can follow just as well.
Team Red, before you present your plates, Albert, we're happy to have you back. What happened?
Well, I grabbed a pan from the oven, and I totally forgot to get a towel, and I thought I had something else on. So I grabbed it bare hands, and you know, I didn't want to drop the potatoes. So for the sake of the potatoes, I held on to it, and I put it on the stove, and I just got burned.
What did our...
That is... You have a future in this business, my
You seriously
friend.
do. That's a sign of a determined cook right there.
Mm-hmm.
For the sake of the potatoes, I love it.
Well, congratulations for sticking with the game. Good
Glad
job.
you're okay, man.
All right, Team Red, tell us about your entree.
Well, we tried, you know, putting some other stuff. We instead of the green beans, we put some asparagus. I thought it would have a little bit more flavor, it'd be a little healthy. With the potatoes, we wanted to slice them up. And for the lima beans, we just wanted to put them in there, roast them as well. We put some herbs in there as well for the herb roasted. And for the steak, we put some carrots on the side, and peppered and salted, and give it just a little bit more flavor.
Judge Gabe.
Pros and cons. I love the sauce. The horseradish cream sauce here is very good. I felt like it complemented the steak nicely, very subtle. Con, wow, that asparagus is overcooked. That's no longer asparagus, that is pudding. The utilization of the kicker. I love how it was roasted. I felt like it might have been roasted too long. Did you start your lima beans the same time you started your potatoes all together?
Yes.
That's why. You have a lima bean, something this small, and you have a fingerling, which was cut, but it's still this big. So something's gonna cook faster than something else.
Judge Haley.
I think that you did a great job with the sauce. I liked the pop of color that you did with the carrots. The presentation overall, I kind of enjoyed it. But Chef Gabe is right. The asparagus is overcooked. My steak was also overcooked. And it's all about the timing. You cooked all of them fine, but you just kept cooking them to catch up with the other items, and they all ended up being overcooked.
Yes, Chef. Judge John Paul.
Okay, so rookie mistakes aside, this is a cooking contest, and the expectation is we're going to cook good food. The carrots, for me, would have been better left off the plate because it's just kind of greasy. It doesn't have a whole lot of flavor to it. I'd rather see kind of a simmered or a boiled carrot just tossed with butter at the end. It would have been much simpler, less hectic for you to cook. So I think there were great intentions on this plate, but the only thing I got going here is the sauce.
Thank you, Team Red.
We take responsibility for what we did today. If we have another opportunity like this, we'll do better.
Yeah, but we made some killer sauces.
Team Red, before we give you your scores, I have a question for you. Brixton, where did this Brixton wave thing come from?
Freshman year at McClintock High School, I was in the hip hop club and just dancing and making up moves, so.
See it.
All right, so you step out, be loosey-goosey, wave your arms. Woo! That's it.
Being loose, love it, love it. The Brixton
Wow.
wave, beautiful.
Wow.
All right, Team Red, you had a first half score of 13. Team Yellow has posted a final score of 32. You need 20 points to take home the victory today. Judges, it's time to reveal your scores. Judge Gabe.
Brixton wave or not, I'm giving you a 6.
Judge Haley.
Just work on your cook timing. 5.
Team Red, if Judge John Paul gives you an 8, you will tie. A 9, you will win. Judge John Paul.
Great dancing, plate, not so much.
Team Red, I'm sorry. Team Yellow, you are today's winner. Yes!
Good job.
Congratulations to all of our players. We had some dancing, we had some burning.
This is a regular disco inferno up in here.
As always, there can only be one winner. I'm David Dickinson.
And I'm Kimberly Hoff.
And we'll see you next time on FoodBall!
Call Express Flooring today and declare your independence.
Independence from anxiety.
That's right. Express will bring flooring samples to your home on your schedule for free in-home shopping.
Independence from high prices.
And now get explosive savings with 65% off everything. 65% off carpet, tile, wood, and laminate flooring. 65% off padding and materials. Plus 65% off installation. Express Flooring is the best. Call 800-EXPRESS.
Ben Rackle has a dilemma. Because he doesn't have Cox, watching HD sports on multiple TVs eats up his internet bandwidth like a seahorse eats plankton. If that's what they eat. That information is currently unavailable. So Ben, why choose between sports and science when you can just choose Cox?
Get a Cox bundle from just $99.99 a month and ask how to get a $200 prepaid card.
1 in 3 Americans suffer with a deadly disease. I was one of them. After consulting with my doctor, I received effective treatment I needed. My disease was obesity. Please join the Obesity Action Coalition to acknowledge obesity as a disease. Visit obesityaction.org to sign an open letter pledging your support. Together, we can make a choice to end obesity now.
Family Feud, weeknights at 7 on AZTV.
The 4th of July Sign and Ride just got sweeter at your Arizona Ford dealers. Now through Monday, July 6th, save even more on America's best-selling brand. For limited time only, you can sign and ride a Ford Focus or Escape with 0 down. Go further with Focus and enjoy an EPA estimated rating of 40 highway MPG. Now lease a new Focus for just $179 a month with 0 cash due at signing. Hurry, these 4th of July Sign and Ride deals end Monday the 6th. Visit your Arizona Ford dealers today.
If your dog suffers from fear of noise, travel, separation, or any other anxieties, Thundershirt may be the answer.
The Thundershirt wraps the animal. They feel the pressure around them. It's that pressure that gives them the feeling that everything is okay.
Thundershirt absolutely 100% works.
When Chase has the Thundershirt on, I'd say thank you. Mom, I feel so much better now. I feel so calm.
Now available at PetSmart, Petco, and other fine pet retailers.
Sullivan Motor Company is celebrating the 4th of July by giving you $4,000 minimum for your trade. That's right. Drag in any old clunker and get $4,000 trade. Come to Sullivan Motor Company for hot deals on pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, 4x4s, sports cars, and Jeeps. We've got a huge selection of top quality vehicles. And this Thursday through Sunday, get $4,000 minimum for your trade. Any vehicle, any condition, even the clunker. Celebrate the 4th of July with a new ride from Sullivan Motor Company and $4,000 minimum trade. 1515 West Broadway in Mesa.
Hey, how's your day?
It was fine. Jenny and I hung out at the mall, and then we got drunk and passed out at her house.
Movie any good?
They caught us drinking beer, so we got kicked out.
Hey, how was the dance?
Pretty boring. Nick went to the ER after he drank too much.
Kids won't usually talk about it, but 1 in 2 will drink before they graduate high school. Start the conversation with them today.
Earl. Morning, morning.
Yeah, congratulations, Andy.
Congratulations.
And best wishes, too.